Okay, so when a person walks into the showroom, and if they have the selection of the products and they know what they want, the last question is, do you know your window measurements? Okay, and a lot of times customers, they don't know their window measurements and try to see what they can do. So, and the sales team, they usually try to push the professional measurement services, which is like, let's say, our services. And the reason behind it is because it's going to make their life much easier, because we just go out and we measure based off of what we need to measure. We know what we're doing. They don't have to deal with so many questions and errors, because if customer wants to measure themselves and they don't want to pay the $75 measure charge, these people, they have to deal with a lot of questions, and end of the day there is a very big chance that a few of those products gets measured wrong. And again, Shade Store needs to fix that for them and remake the product. So it's hassle after hassle. So they really try to stay away from that. That's why they try to push the measure services. It's a $75 flat charge, and it doesn't matter how many windows we measure. All all of their windows we measure for 75. Okay, so it just does make sense. And if they convince them to sell that to them, then their life is going to be much easier. We go out and measure. They tell us what to measure for. We go out and measure, and we send those measurements out, and they make the products off of those measurements. And our measurements are guaranteed, and we usually don't have any errors. If we do have errors, then we are standing behind it. We would pay for the replacement shade. Okay, and now, so now they're pushing the measure services to their customer, and they convince them that, you just pay $75 and you would get the measurements, and the numbers is guaranteed and everything. So that's this part of it. Now, why do you think the showroom people, all the Shade Store people, would like to push the installation services as well? Why do you think it's better for them to convince the customers to use RST to install their products as well?
Because that reduces the hassle.
Yes, yes, that's true.
That includes the customer as well as the Shade Store.
Correct, because we know how we measured for, and we know where to install, so we will go and install on the exact spot, and we know how to fix if there's any minor issue right there on the site, and we take care of all those issues, and we pretty much know what we're doing. We go do it quickly. We know which screws to use, and we just get it done, finish, and we dress up the window coverings. We show them how to use it, and we're out of the house. Whereas the customer opens the boxes, they don't see the screw. Oh, I'm missing screws. This screw is not good enough. I have concrete. I don't have drywall. Where to put the screws. So all those hassle, and then end of the day, they don't know how to install the shade. They put it opposite way. They don't know how to do it, and they call in and they want to return the product just because they didn't do a good job on installation. So now Shade Store has to pay out of pocket to send us go back there to install it for them at no charge. Okay, to just make sure that they don't return the products, because it's you can return the products if you don't like it. They have 100% satisfaction guaranteed, and so that's their policy. So in order to make sure that the products gets installed correctly, so they don't intend to return the products, they would always have us to go back there and install for them at no charge. So at least they get it installed, and they don't want to return it. So it's all together, if they convince their customers to get us measure and install for them, it's better for the Shade Store as well. End of the run. Okay, although they don't make any commissions on that per se, but it's like in the long run, it works to their benefit.
Okay.